derivatives is well known. The volatility of the futures market and the uncertainty around its impact on XRP's value have caused some uncertainty in the market. You probably already know that XRP, aided by Direction Ripple, is leading the charge here, and I feel obligated to elaborate on how the swaps market is poised to transition to change. With that said, let me say hello to All and Sundry on the channel. My name is Jhony. If you're new to the channel, I really hope that by the time this movie is over, you've subscribed. First things first, if you missed Chad Steingreber's announcement that the GFMA, ISDA, and ISMA, three major economic alternative groups, had joined Project Guardian, you can find that announcement here. In order to facilitate tokenization on public blockchains, currently Project Guardian is collaborating with prominent figures in the banking and finance sector. As we approach June of this year, if memory serves, Ripple was an ISDA member, which is how this data ended up in the hands of the ISDA. According to some, Ripple is vying for a share of the massive swaps market, which is estimated to be worth $1.2 quadrillion. 12 million at this point in time, I would put the estimate at well over quadrillion. However, due to the lack of clarity and ease of monitoring this market, no one can say for sure what the entire on fee is in this domain. For these reasons, they estimate a worth of above 700 trillion. Although we are unable to provide a precise figure, rest assured that this piece thoroughly examines the standing shoulder to shoulder with financial behemoth position. For Ripple, this is a huge leap forward. Significant progress has been made in an unfamiliar domain. Now that Ripple has achieved parity with other prominent financial institutions, such as JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Ripple is gaining clout in the international financial sector if it can compete with giants like CME Group and BNY Mellon. Indeed, we perceive this as a significant development, particularly considering that it coincided with the announcement that XRP cannot be used as a legal defense. The fact that we had just acquired Ripple, Jordan, from the CPMI institution, which is amalgamated with the BIS to form the central bank of central banks, made it look even more out of the norm. It seemed like everything was falling into place at that moment, and even now, nearly years later, it feels that way. As an example, what followed the transformation of this proper number one into the cost proper is worth discussing. Their goal was to calculate the potential price of XRP in the event that we apprehended the 1 quadrillionth to Alden in the act of running. 1 quadrillion is all we're discussing at the moment. With a present market cap of $9 billion, XRP's price would rise if its value reached $100 trillion. To increase XRP's market valuation, its price might have to go up by a factor of approximately 66 from where it is now. Despite our calculations, we will assume that XRP's capacity through the derivatives market would be approximately that. But because XRP is so pricey at the moment, the average gain might be unique. We need to know if this is actually possible, because we need to determine how many times 1 XRP can be used. However, the quantity of XRP that would be burned is more relevant than the value of a single XRP. 1 million, even $100 trillion doesn't seem like XRP has moved $1 trillion in my opinion. However, if this did occur, we may anticipate the burning of approximately $10 billion worth of supply. I believe that as we move into the $1 trillion area or above, a lot more XRP might be burned, meaning that the price could go up much more. However, we don't know how much might be burned at that moment. The most crucial consideration here is that the supply of XRP limits its upside, even in terms of market cap, of one of the primary criticisms leveled against it. Although these subjects are frequently discussed, it is primarily for the purpose of clickbait. In addition to this, Ripple has been in the news since August, nearly a month after their announcement that they would be joining the ISDA and derivatives. Many in the financial industry anticipate that tokenization will significantly impact trading in areas like carbon markets, real estate derivatives, and tokenized stocks and bonds. A lot of people are talking about this now, but you might be asking why I'm bringing it up again, Nick. 2024. And this is why, according to Bloomberg, on January 20th, 2025, Trump appointed Caroline Pham, a young FTC commissioner, to serve as the interim chair of the regulator for swaps and derivatives. First, let's back up and discuss why this is so important. Caroline Pham has a video on her channel where she discusses a clearinghouse failure or a triple black swan event. I adapted her remarks for my film. The reason we're now concentrating on Caroline is that we wanted to discuss DLTA in the context of derivatives and capital markets. She has been ringing our bells for quite some time, ever since her 2022 visit to Ripple Laboratories and meeting with Brad Garlinghouse. In case you were wondering, she initially brought it to the CFTC's notice at that point, since the SEC wasn't taking any action. We are still holding out hope that the CFTC or Congress will establish crypto regulations. That being said, it is not merely her becoming chair that is significant. The CFTC's primary concern has always been the United States. The goal is to censure the robustness, stability, and integrity of the United States derivatives markets through the application of sound legislation. This is exemplified by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Becoming the preeminent global authority on sound derivatives law is their stated goal. If we look at this first, the derivatives market is going through a huge transformation where it is gradually adopting next-generation technology, i.e., DLT, blockchain, AI, etc. Specifically, the timetable is what piques my attention the most. She toured Ripple Labs and met with Brad Garlinghouse. That much is known. She seems to have a good grasp of Ripple and is enthusiastic about it. In addition to her knowledge of the commercial side of things, we are aware that this month could see the establishment of crypto regulations. We also have a mountain of